Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Organized by Darcy, where we take the very simple and inexpensive and make it elegant. So today I am showing you how I prepare my fruits and vegetables for the week. I've just gotten back from the supermarket, and pretty much what I do is I lay all the fruits and vegetables out on my counter here. And then what I'll do, of course, is I'll prep everything. But before I prep, what I usually do is I'll soak all the fruits and vegetables in this container with baking soda. So everything gets washed before they actually go into the fruit basket, which is right here. So the process is, with the baking soda, I added 2 or 3 teaspoons depending on the size of the bucket, which in this case, this is a fairly large bucket. I have the bananas soaking in there for the next 15 minutes. After they've been soaked and I rinse them off here in the sink, what I do is I would put them on the other side of the sink here to dry. And I'll either wipe them dry or I'll just let them dry depending on how many more fruits and vegetables I have to get done for the evening. And once it's washed, rinsed, and dried, then they're put in the fruit basket. Now, these are the fruits that I would use in the fruit basket, but of course, in this case where the vegetables are concerned, I would cut those up and put those in containers. As far as, for example, these blackberries and blueberries, what I do is I'll wash those, soak those, wash them, and then dry them and put them back in these containers so that they are ready for us to use. And of course, like for example, the avocados and the potatoes or yams, whatever we call these, are washed and put up. The mangoes are also washed. The broccoli and the cauliflower, I'd wash those. Those don't get soaked in the baking soda, but those get washed and cut up and put into containers. And of course the cheese I'll do as well. So these are the items that I'll have all done in less than 2 hours. And it seems like a lot of time now to get all this done, but it really works out that during the week everything is so much easier to get done. So these have been soaking for 15 minutes. I'll take them out, I'll rinse them off, I'll put them to dry, and I'll put the next group of fruits and vegetables. In this case, it would be anything to do with the fruit basket. I'd do that first, and then I'll do the other vegetables afterwards. So let's look for the next step. This is the next step. I have more fruits in this. I have all the other fruits, the oranges, not the apples, but the oranges, the peaches, and the pears. That I'm letting soak for another 15 minutes. And then of course, with the baking soda, then we'll move on to putting them out on the counter here to dry. And then we'll make the fruit basket afterwards, or we'll put the items together in the fruit basket. So this is really just the next step. Let's move on to the third step, or the third set of fruits and vegetables. All the fruits have been washed and dried and actually just ready to go back into the fruit basket. So let's switch over to the fruit basket and put all the fruits in. I still have the berries soaking, and of course once they've been soaked for 15 minutes, I'll wash them off, dry them, put them back into the containers that I've already washed, and put paper towel at the very bottom so that they are all ready to go. So these are the berries still, the blueberries, and I'll have the blackberries afterwards, washed and dried and put back up so they're ready to be eaten once they go into the refrigerator. The bell peppers are being soaked now, and after they've been soaked, we will rinse them off, of course, and then we will put them to dry. I also have drying on some paper towel here are the blueberries, and there's no urgency for these to dry. They take much longer to dry, but they'll be all nice and clean and dry when we put them back in the containers from the store. Of course, the containers were washed and we have paper towels at the very bottom, so I know that they will keep dry as long as we make sure that they're dried properly here. So these are the blackberries, blueberries actually. Blackberries are the next ones to go in. So this is what the last part of our cleaning, not clean. This is our fruit basket now. Everything has been washed with baking soda and just ready. So when anyone is ready to have a fruit, all they have to do is rinse it off and it's ready to go. So that's what the fruit basket looks like now, just ready for the week. Then here is the last of the vegetables that we're actually soaking right now, the bell peppers and of course the onions. I have to do that as well. And then after they've been rinsed, they will go over to the drying area here. These are the blueberries that I've washed earlier, soaked and washed, and of course they are ready to, I have to dry them properly before they go into the containers. The containers are clean now. I've washed those out and they're ready to go back into the store containers, of course. But I have paper towel at the very bottom of those containers, and these are the blueberries. That just needs to be dried a little bit more. I'll put some paper towels on them to dry them, and we're not in any hurry to use these right now, so they can be left out for a couple more minutes, and of course we'll put them all up when it's all completed. The bell peppers have been washed and dried, and of course I'm just waiting for these berries to dry a little bit more. I'll use some paper towel, of course, to dry them. The apples I usually they've been washed and I'm just drying them, and then they go in the refrigerator just like that. And of course the containers for the berries are just ready. I have also the celery that I've already washed, and then I'm just going to put those in a container. And of course I still have soaking the carrots and the yams, and those we can put up later on. There's no urgency on those, but those are all done. The fruit basket, as you can see, is all set. And so again, I hope you like this video. I hope you'll take the time to subscribe to my channel. That is, if you have not already done so. I do weekly videos, mostly on organizational ideas for our home. So if you'd like to partner with me, I'd love to. Again, thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday in your next video. Goodbye, and of course, good luck.